Have you ever just felt completely lost with dieting? You know, you're getting all this conflicting advice and none of it makes sense. Well, this is for you. We are going to cut right through all of that noise and get to the simple mathematical truth behind fat loss.
We've all been there, right? We've all had that thought that to actually lose weight, you have to be miserable. You have to be hungry, weak, just suffering. It's a really powerful idea that's been sold to us. But is it even true?
I mean, that's the real question, isn't it? Is all that pain and agony from some crash diet the secret ingredient to success? Or could it be the very thing that's setting you up to fail from the start? Let's find out. All right, first things first, let's tackle the biggest deception in the entire fitness game, the detox. We're going to pull back the curtain and unpack the marketing promises that have been tripping people up for years. So look at this. This is the huge gap between the marketing fantasy and what's actually happening in your body. They promise you're going to melt fat and detoxify. But the reality? You're mostly just losing water weight, and even worse, breaking down your own muscle. And that whole detoxifying thing, well, guess what? You already have a world-class 24/7 detox system. It's called your liver and your kidneys. Let's be brutally honest here. That juice cleanse isn't cleaning out toxins. It's cleaning out your hard-earned muscle. And losing muscle makes it way harder to keep weight off in the long run. It literally prepares your body to gain all the weight back and then some.
Okay, so if the whole detox thing is a total myth, what's the truth? Let's get into the actual science, and you'll be happy to hear it's really just some simple math.
This is it. This is the one concept that rules everything, a caloric deficit. It's not a brand, it's not a magical food, it's just a state of being. Think of your body's energy like a bank account. If you spend more than you deposit, you have to pull from your savings, right? Well, in your body, those savings are your stored fat.
And really, it is that simple. There's no magic here, and there's absolutely no suffering required. It's a fundamental law of physics. The energy you take in has to be less than the energy you put out. This is the one and only way your body will ever tap into its fat stores.
That's it. 1. That's the number of principles that actually matter. Every single diet that has ever worked, I don't care if it's keto, paleo, Weight Watchers, you name it, they all work for one reason, and one reason only. They somehow, some way, get you into a caloric deficit. They just package it in different and often really complicated ways.
Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Okay, if it's so simple, why is it so incredibly hard? And that's a fair question. It's because while the math is simple, our biology is, well, it's very smart. It's designed for survival, and trust me, it will fight back.
See, your body has no idea you're just trying to look good for a vacation. When you slash your calories all of a sudden, it thinks there's a famine. It literally thinks you're starving. And when that happens, it hits the big red panic button and deploys some seriously powerful survival tools to protect you. Just look at this chain reaction. It all starts with that drastic calorie cut. Your body panics, and it immediately slams the brakes on your metabolism to save every single bit of energy it can. Then, it floods your system with hunger hormones, making you feel absolutely ravenous. And suddenly, those cravings for pizza and ice cream aren't just a fleeting thought. They become an overwhelming biological command you can't ignore.
And this right here is the secret to why yo-yo dieting is so common. When you finally give in to those insane cravings, and you will, your body, which is still in famine mode with that slower metabolism, stores that energy with scary efficiency, as fat. Why? It's getting ready. It's building up extra reserves for the next famine that it's now convinced is right around the corner.
So, after all that, where does this leave us? Well, it leaves us with the power of knowing what's actually going on. And by understanding this science, we can finally build a sustainable path forward, one that's based on facts, not the latest fitness fiction.
So let's just recap the absolute core takeaways. Number 1, suffering is not a requirement. Number 2, a caloric deficit is the only thing that causes fat loss, period. Number 3, going too extreme with that deficit will absolutely backfire by triggering your body's survival mode. And that leads to the most important point. Understanding your own biology is the real key to getting results that actually last.
So the real takeaway here, the big shift, is in your mindset. Instead of jumping on the next crazy diet trend that promises you the moon, just focus on the fundamental principle. Focus on the simple, boring, undeniable math.
And that's the real challenge, isn't it? The marketing out there is so loud, it's so seductive, and it promises you everything right now. The math, it's quiet, it's simple, and it requires a little patience. But now you know the truth. The choice is yours.